Do you ever struggle with knowing what to say when you connect with somebody on Facebook or social media or even face to face? Well, in this video, I'm going to continue the conversation and give you 8 questions you can ask your prospect so that you can engage them to see if they're a quality prospect for your business. And I'm going to show you how to do it without being a weirdo, so stay tuned. Hello, my friend. My name is PEtrovick, and for the past 20 years, I've been teaching, coaching, and training people just like yourself how to generate more leads, make more sales, and recruit more reps. You know, one of the common questions I get asked all the time is, Terry, I can connect with friends on Facebook, but I just don't know what to say. Well, in the last video, if you are subscribed to my channel, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I want to encourage you to go ahead and click the button on the lower right hand corner, because every day I produce quality videos to help you make more sales, recruit more reps, and to generate leads. And to do that, you have to be attractive. And once you're attractive, once you make that initial connection, it's what do you say next? It's like when you go on a date for the very first time when you're in like middle school, you got the opposite sex, the girl or the guy, and it's kind of awkward and you don't know what to say. You know what I'm talking about if you think back to the day. So in the last video, I shared with you 7 questions that you could ask. And I'll include a link for that video in the description here so you can kind of watch that for yourself. Now, the last question that we asked was, you know, how are you doing in this economy? And then the next bridge or transition question that we're going to be talking about today in the 8 questions that you need to ask your prospects as you move forward to see if they're a quality business prospect are as follows. Question number 8 is, have you ever considered doing something else? Have you ever considered doing something else? And the purpose of this question is, okay, they said, you know, they're a nurse or they're a flight attendant or a teacher or a fireman or a doctor or whatever. You know, it's just curious. Have you ever considered doing something else? And the whole goal is to get them to kind of open up to you. And no right or wrong answer. You're just trying to make the connection to see where their head is at. So that's question number 8. Question number 9. Do you have any experience in the network marketing profession? Do you have any experience in the network marketing profession? Now, notice that I did not say, do you have any experience in a home business? Or do you have any experience in the industry, the home business industry? Now, why did I say it like that? Well, I'm trying to raise the bar, and I'm looking for people who want to be professionals. Doesn't mean they're a professional today. Is they want to be. They want to be a leader. They want to kind of improve their overall quality of life. And when you ask these questions, I want you to listen to what people are saying to you, but I also want you to listen to what they're not saying to you. Another way I coach people is that listen to people and what they say, but listen for people. Listen, you know, to what clues they're giving you. And it just allows you to dig a little deeper. So the next question is, if they had experience, ask them what they like best about it. I always like pushing a conversation in a positive direction. The negative always comes up, but I want to control the conversation. Remember what I said in the last video. The person asking the questions is the person who is controlling the conversation. So what you like best about, you know, being in the home-based business profession or the network marketing profession? And if they say, no, I haven't heard or I haven't been involved, ask them, well, what do you know about it? Have you heard anything about it? Some people will say, well, is this like Amway? My response to that question would be, well, do you like what you heard about Amway? If the answer is yes, I'm going to say it's exactly like it. If they say no, I'm saying it's nothing like it. Again, you're trying to figure out where the person is at. Next question, question number 11, and this is kind of like a pre-closing question. Can you see yourself being more entrepreneurial? Can you see yourself being more entrepreneurial. So if they have a job or they have a business, you want to know if they're ready to up their game a little bit. Are they wanting to go to that next level? Again, no right or wrong answer. And sometimes people, they might be a little taken back by asking some of these questions, but understand this: you are actually interviewing them, okay? And they need to understand that you are interviewing them to see if you might be a fit, and you get to decide if they're a fit to join your team, not them. I often tell people you should be saying no more to your prospects than they should be saying no to you. Again, you don't want everybody. You just want the right people. Okay, the next question number 12, is if you were to get involved in the home-based business profession, what would be your ultimate goal? If you were to get started in the home-based business profession or the network marketing profession, what would be your ultimate goal? You see, when I got started over 20 years ago, it wasn't about money. I had 6-figure income at the time. And I didn't have Conquest of the Bonkers. I didn't need a health and wellness product to improve my state of health. What I needed was time. Because, see, I was the guy who was living in the rat race, but living like a rat. I was winning the rat race, rather, but living like a rat. I had the money, but I had no time. So you never know where people are at. So don't assume that you know. Don't assume because they live in a nice house, drive nice cars, that they have it all. A lot of times people are just 1 or 2 payments away from foreclosure. I mean, it can be that scary. So just ask, be real. Don't be a weirdo. I'm not saying don't be abnormal. I think being abnormal is good, because if you've been involved in the home-based business or network marketing profession of any length of time, we do a lot of personal development. We read lots of books and we work on ourselves. We require a lot of self-discipline of ourselves too, because to have success, it requires a lot of that. Question number 13, and this is important. Are you open to looking at a side project? If it works for you, great. If not, no big deal. So are you open to exploring a side project? If it looks good to you, great. If not, no big deal. Now, a couple of key things about those statements is, are you open is one, and you're giving them an easy exit. If you're not interested, no big deal. I always like giving the prospect an easy exit or an easy out. I've done the closing techniques where you ask several questions and they say yes, yes, yes. And then you pop the question and they buy the big kit and then they have buyer's remorse. Doesn't last. So if somebody's not really serious about it and they can't see themselves doing what I'm doing, odds are it's not going to really work for them. So I want to qualify people, and I want people to really see themselves doing what it takes to become successful in the business. And it doesn't matter if they do it online or offline, both of them work. They just have to be able to visually see themselves doing the thing, which is exposing the product in the business to people and seeing if it's a fit for other people. So question number 14. If I sent you some information, Mary, when do you think you could look at it and when can we talk again? If I sent you some information, Mary, when do you think you can look at it and when can we talk again? Because I don't want to send somebody information and they'll say, well, I'm going on vacation or I'm busy. Look at it in 2 or 3 weeks. My response to that person is going to be, hey, when you have time and you can look at it that day, call me and I'll send it over to you and we'll talk right away. I do not want to work with people who are slow decision makers, who hem and haw around. I can tell you in the past 20 years, by far the most serious business people that I've brought into the business, from the time I say hello and meet them to the time they purchase that big pack, 7 days or less. 7 days or less. People who are serious are typically quick decision makers, and that's the type of person that I'm looking for. Now, the last question, question number 15, and this is a really, really telling question, and I really want you to own this posture. The question is, Mary, what would you bring to my team and why should we invest our time in helping you become successful? Mary, what would you bring to my team, and why should I or we invest our time in helping you become successful? Because the reality of it is, if and when she joins your team, you're going to spend a lot of time helping her or him become successful. Does that make sense? So there you have it, 15 questions that you can ask people to see if they're quality prospects, and you can engage people with professionalism on Facebook. And you know, some people ask me, well, do I go back and forth with all of these questions on Facebook, you know, on Messenger? No, you don't have to do that. My goal, what I love to do is I love to get people on the phone as fast as I can. So I want to see if it's a fit for them, want to see if they can see themselves doing the thing that I do. And I want to know how serious they are, if, you know, they can see themselves doing it, what they would bring to my team. And I'll give you another question, bonus question 16, that is again a pre-closing question. It's, Mary, hypothetically, if you like everything that you've seen so far, the coaching, the training, the support, the product, the pay plan, could you see yourself spending $1,000 or whatever your big package is to go ahead and get started, hypothetically, if it all made sense to you? I want to get the money question out of the way, because people are always asking, oh, what's this going to cost? You know, when's he going to tell me the price? And I would much rather say, okay, it's $1,000 to go ahead and get started. And I want to know, if, hey, if you like everything that you see, would it be a fit for you? Hopefully this has made sense to you. If you have any questions about anything that I've shared, or anything that any of these questions, these 16 questions that I've asked, leave the comments below. And if you got value out of this, I would be grateful if you gave me a thumbs up and maybe shared it with some folks on Facebook. Maybe you have some people on your team that need to hear this message. And oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, by all means, go ahead and click that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, and you'll get access to the daily videos that I produce. My name is PEtrovick. Remember this, my friend, you have a choice. Make it a better than terrific day and a prosperous one, because you absolutely deserve it. Until next time, bye-bye for now.